everybody, Boomslang here. Welcome to the channel. So let's get that up there. I don't know why it went twice, but it went twice. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Boomslang here. And I was up early. I had to walk the dog, so I had breakfast and decided to just, stay up and sort cards instead of just sit around and peruse YouTube videos and mess around with Chat GPT, which I did anyway before coming down here. But these cards still need sorting, so I'm going to be sorting. So first things first, let me move my crops out of the way. There's the crops. Keep the cold air from getting out too bad. We will switch cameras here in a little bit. El Toro 66, what's up? Early morning. You're up early. Not much going on, brother. Not much going on. Like I said, I got up to walk the dog, made myself breakfast. The wife is still sleeping, but she was up late. So I let her sleep in and decided, well, might as well head out to the garage, fire up the heater, start warming it up in here because it's chilly out. You know, it's November, so not every day is going to be 67 degree weather anymore. And decided I got to finish sorting cards. Now, I'm going to switch the camera real quick. Low Roller Scratcher, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. It's a very early morning. Yes, indeed. Early morning sort for me. Hashtag me too, yeah. So I'm going to switch the camera up real quick. That Yoshi Gamer, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. I don't know if I've ever seen you here before, but hey, I used to game too. I used to play a lot of video games. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about downloading the new Battlefield game or Call of Duty game, whatever it is, one of them first-person shooter games. I did watch the Ark game. I've been watching videos on them, certain guys that play Ark. I don't like too much of the PvP. I don't like getting ganked. I played, World of Warcraft on PvP servers where you go out and yeah, maybe the new Call of Duty one. Yeah, that's what it is. Not a new Battlefield 7 came out. I just was watching Jack Frags, a little bit of his video that he put out today or yesterday or something. Ark Raiders, again, I don't like the fact that they don't have a non-PvP server to where you can just go out and you can quest and do your own thing, get your stuff done, do what you got to do. Random group of people, that's fine. I don't care. I played World of Warcraft, like I said, and in the early days, I was on PvP servers, and just you go, you leave a safe area and you go down and you pass by at the time I was playing Alliance, and you pass the one horde town that's to the north of Stranglethorn Vale. It's in Stranglethorn Vale. That little camp there, and it was always rogues down there jumping your ass and ganking you and stabbing you and killing you, and I hated it. So I had to go to a non-PvP server. Thanks, that Yoshi Gamer. I appreciate it. Not sure how that works, but I'm sorting my NBA. Oh, that's cool. So listen, I don't know if you want to come on, you want to sort cards, show your cards. That's fine with me, El Toro. I can throw the link up and you can hop on and we can share time here. It doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, I'm going to switch the camera here and I'm going to look down at what I'm looking at. So stand by while we do that camera swap real quick. Uh-oh. Oh, you know why? Duh. Mac, it helps if you plug it in. Yes, you got to plug in your camera. It's not going to work. It's going to look at you like stupid guy. Stupid guy. There it goes. Now it's doing its gimbal thing. There, now it's looking over here, and that screwed up my camera. All right, there we go. Now we're back. So 316 link, but it's parts unknown. There we, oh, look at that. It remembered where it was looking last time. OMG, and everything is set up. So I got this box here, and I've been kind of going through it, and it's just not this box here. I'm sorting a box over here on my chair. Right now, it's just a whole bunch of these. What are these? 1991. So the 92 score. Yeah, 1992 score, and basically, I can go through these all day, and I just want to pick out the best of the best of the best of the best. Not so much guys that are good TTMers or anything like that. We're looking for Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers. That looks like it was painful, though. Gotta admit, that looks like it hurt. And going from there, we're gonna try to fill this box back up. Now, I did show this back in the day, a while ago, I should say. Where's the box that these are going in? Over here, I guess, or back in that box. This whole row here, and there's like 800 cards here, or 900 cards. I got them wedged in there. It's all this 1990 Donruss, 89 Donruss, sorry, 89 Donruss Eric Davis card from front to back, solid Eric Davis. And this came in a lot that I like, a guy's collection that I bought, and I believe this. I'm not sure if it was a Trenton collection or what, but let me try to pull some more out here. It's just wall to wall Eric Davis, like 800 of them. I think it was almost 900 Eric Davis cards. And I'm like, how does someone? It's saying to myself, like, how does someone collect so many of one card? I don't know. So, that being that, let's stay up with the chat this time. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, wait, what? What happened? What happened? All right, we're back. I thought my screen froze there. You heard GameStop is doing trade anything on December or May 6th. Maybe you can trade some bulk sports cards. You don't need it. You can get GameStop stores credit. I don't even go to GameStop. My son does, but I don't. I don't visit that place. When he was little, maybe we took him up there, but no, he's grown up now. He can do his own thing with GameStop. Yeah, I don't know. I can make it full screen again too, but I got to make sure that the chat. Why is everything looking goofy right there? I gotta. Oh no. How do I do layout? I want to put the. I want to put the chat on the screen. Oh, right there. There we go. Now they'll be on the stage. Now I can go full screen again. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. Now y'all can see everything better, right? All kind of zoomed up and better. All right. So there we go. Thanks, Low Roller. So, these are just, and anything special like these Gold Rush cards, doesn't matter who they are. I pull them out. They're like inserts. They're parallels. They're something that's different. And of course, here's some of the 87 Donruss opening days that's already been opened up. I do have a sealed box of them yet, not opened up. I should just open it up because chances are it doesn't have the error card. And I think I've been through this stack already. Oh no, I haven't. I don't know. So here's some Young Superstars. It's kept from KB Toys back in 85, so it's 86. So 33 card set. These little box sets were kind of popular back in the 80s. You could buy them at Toys R Us, KB Toys, Kmart, places like that would sell them. Doc Gooden, there's a good one, right, to pull out. Ozzie Gann, Oda B. McDowell, Danny Pasqua, Saber Haggins, Mark Salalas, as John Japs would call him. Salalas. Strawman. There are strawberries in this set. It's not a complete set either. There's not 33 different cards there. But then here, let's see, what do I have in this box? Oh, these are just empties. These are just empty one touches. These are, what are these? No, these aren't empty. So here's premium edition Mario Lemieux. Eastern, I guess, NHL East Collect Conference. Oh, it says conference, yeah. Here's an Alonzo Mourning. Supreme Court from NBA Hoops. Here's a 5th anniversary of Anthony Hardaway's rookie card. Has a $10 price tag on, by the way. Here's a Shaq, supposed Shaq rookie from 92-93 Fleer. Must be a rookie. It's in a rookie plastic holder, right? Karl Malone, Supreme Court from Hoops. Chris Webber, Admiral's Choice from NBA Hoops. Another Shaq. So we got 2 Shaqs so far. 2 Shaq rookies. What we got here? We got Brett Hall, Premier Topps Black Gold card. Oh, looks like we've got two of this too. $60 price tag on the one. Holy smokes! Again, I didn't buy these. These came in collections. Here's another black diamond of Ray Bork, spelled properly. Who's this? Larry Bird, Legends from OPL, official player licensed. 1994 signature rookie, so it's a signature card company, but it's official player license. Here's a draft pick Shaq Stadium Club. What else we got here? We got a 60 cents on this Scott Erickson post serial card. Don't think so. Player's Choice 1992 Will Cordero, Mike Kelly, Jeff Juden, and a Ryan Klesko. Oh, here's a Michael Jordan Upper Deck 92 Upper Deck MVP. AW, it's not the McDonald's either. So I have some McDonald's ones. This is the non-McDonald's version. Interesting. Not perfect condition. Has a $1, $6 marked down to $1 for this Gil McDougall reprint of some kind, I'm thinking. Red Heart, the Big League Dog Food. I don't think that's an original, but who knows? Might be. Don't know. Oh, it says reprint right there. Ta-da! There it is, reprint. And $10 price tag on this Terry Labonte card. Maybe because it's in this Ultra Pro 2 card saver. I don't know. That's a pretty sturdy card saver there. That's a $10 card saver for sure. But so that takes care of those. All right. Those in there, I reckon. Those up there. All right, back to the chat real quick. Why is it so small? I have it showing really big. Hold on. Is that any better? I don't know. Hold on. No, that's share screen. I don't know why it's so small there, to be honest with you. I blew it up so that everyone can see. What's this? Shows screen panels. I don't want to show any of those panels. Hold on, let's get rid of the chat. It's not full screen. I hope you made it full screen. And I tried to make it full screen. I got rid of the side chat. And then I click on the, you're right, it does look awful small. I don't know what I got to do to make it bigger. Hold on, what's this? All right, image file, video file, share screen, extra camera. No, no. What's this? Turn the camera off and on. Private chat, notes, style, media, assets, banners, comments. What's style? No. Assets. Like and subscribe. No, no, no. No, no. No. I don't know. Good question. Guess we're going to have to work on that. I mean, it's not running any banners or anything like that. You're in dual asset mode. Use the 3-dot menu to customize. Where's the 3-dot menu up top? Okay, hold on. Remove brand. I don't know what it means by that. New layouts. No, cancel that. Okay, here we go. What's this do? That made it real small. Hold on. That's as big as it's going to go. That's interesting. Manage layouts. Picture in picture. How's that look? Cinema layout. Got every option for layouts highlighted. That's as big as I can get it right now. What's more say? No, that's just banners and stuff. I don't want that. That's an overlay. Interesting. Manage layouts. New layout. That makes it small. That makes it small. That makes it small. That makes it half screen. Real small. Down in the corner, small. All right. Now, is that any better? Don't know why it's appearing to be so small. Because I have it enlarged on my screen. I thought it would show up full screen. I don't know what else to do here. Get rid of that tab. All right, I asked it what happens when the studio is full. Does my screen share count against the number of participants in the studio? Can guests share their screens? Create a webinar. Didn't really tell me how to make my screen any larger. No, let's go this way. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. That's my camera. What's this? Virtual background settings. No, no, no. In full screen mode, new private chat messages will appear on the corner of the screen. You can turn it off and share a screen. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, I'm in full screen mode here, unfortunately. All right, well, we're going to press on. Don't know why it's so small. I'd have to, well, let me go check something. Let me go check something real quick. Okay, well, it's showing full screen on my computer out in the living room there, so don't know. Anyway, so here we go. Let's continue sorting through these cards. It gets boring, I know. How do you think I feel when I got a Omar Vizquel go through these? Jay Buhner. Brian Sandberg, rest in peace. And now it was just announced the other day that Willie Randolph, former Yankee captain, is battling cancer, I believe, too. So, yeah, cancer, right? Once kind of obscure, but now it seems like it's everywhere. Like everywhere. So, my father died from cancer. I've been cancer free now for, oh, wow. Well, let's see. I had my surgery in 2013. So it's 2025 now. So like 12 years. So, yeah. But, the docs do tell you, that, well, it can come back at any time. Which reminds me, I got to take my pill. Marquise Grissom, excuse me. Ken Camonetti. My card's got some logo. Camonetti. Camonetti there. Dewey Evans. Getting ready again. Oh, so now I know what happened to what you call it. Ready for this? If we find them again, we'll didn't find them again. See? Right here. So old Jeff Reed probably got punched in the gut by Joe Oliver, who thinks Jeff Reed was trying to take his job. So he just gave him a good old socceroo right there in the gut. There you go. Check out that chest protector. It doesn't protect you, does it? Let's see. We've got another box over here too. Other cards. We can kind of mix it up for you guys because going through just some of those boxes is just boring as hell. But we've got maybe some good, better stuff here like Alan Trammell, Canseco, some Tim Salmons. These are the gas cards. Yeah, Sunoco. Atlantic, 1994. Clears. Got Justice. Juan Gan. Got Carter. Then we got Yadier Molina card here. Bowman. 2013. Bowman. We've got some Sheffield Future Stars rookie card. Let's move these out of the way. And there are variations of this card. So let's see how many variations we have, if any. So the variations is the gap between the top of the hat and the lettering, the future. They look to be the same. There's going to be some are close and some are further away, but these are kind of all looking the same. It's noticeable. So those are all the same. There's no difference in those. So we can't do a side-by-side comparison. About Bert Blyleven, Juan Marichal, Edgar Martinez, Jacob deGrom, Nader, JT Realmuto, Harold Baines, Drake's Big Hitters 5th Annual, some Schmaltzy rookie cards, right? But a 78 Guidry has a $1 price tag on it. How about some hit parades with Bernie Williams and Trading Places, Andy Pettit, who's on the Eras committee for Hall of Fame induction or possible induction. He's on the ballot anyway. This thing is like getting in the way. Right there. There we go. So, yeah. I'm going to need a drink. Need a drink to wet my whistle. Bill Madlock, Mad Dog. Met him years ago in Vegas. There's the Max Patkin. Knew I had something. I was just talking to someone about that. I was watching someone's video, and they showed a Max Scherzer photo. And I said, "Damn, he's looking like Max Patkin in that video, in that photo." Because I mean, he was looking old. Not as old as Max here, but the Crown Prince of Baseball, Max Patkin. There you go, Crown Prince of Baseball. 6'3", 183. Resides in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, he used to. He's passed away now. After stints with the Cleveland Indians in 1946 and 47 and the St. Louis Browns in 51. Yeah, 51. Patkin went out on his own. Now he travels 150,000 miles a year to fill the 50 to 75 engagements he makes during each baseball season. My one aim is to brighten the dull moments, says Max. Even the umpires go along with my gags as long as I don't foul up the game. But then I work under the great handicap. I have no talent. Even though Max Patkin's name has never appeared in the Major League box scores, he is one of the best known figures in baseball. Since 1944, Patkin has made thousands of appearances in major and minor league ballparks as the Crown Prince of Baseball. Max spent a year in the Class D Wisconsin State League at Wisconsin Rapids in 1941. Then he joined the Navy after being released, spending most of his service time at Pearl Harbor. After pitching briefly for Wilkes-Barre in 1946, Max was hired to do a comedy bit during the exhibition game between Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and the Cleveland Indians, whose manager, Lou Boudreau, recommended that he be hired as a major league coach. And there you go. And this is a 1993 Fleer card. So it's a licensed card, pro cards. There's Moose Skowron, Bobby Bowe, Dutch Dalton, Blackjack McDowell, Strawberry, Mitchell, Strawberry, Lipstash, Joyner, Santiago. Who's this basketball guy? Bryant O'Neal. Yeesh. Oh, we got a picture of Kobe. Oh, Bryant is Kobe Bryant. Okay, and Jermaine O'Neal. High school sensations. Well, there you go. Put that over there because that's a non-baseball one. How about David Cone, first edition MLB The Show 2000 card game. I guess you just throw them out there and play your hand that you're dealt. Who's this? Jeff Austin, Wilmington Blue Rocks. Okay. 1998. Tony Aramis Jr. Okay. Gabe Alvarez. Eric Almonte. Israel Alcantara. Trenton Thunder. Why is this? They're different. These other ones, what's it saying? It says the team name up here and their name here. This one's different. It has a name up there and the team name under there. Interesting. Yeah. Weird how that happened. Here's a Cliff Floyd gold standard, part of the, that's numbered too. 12,485 of 999,999 of the signature rookies, 94. How about Rob Maurer or Bull and Baby Bull, Lazinski's, Cecil Fielder, Pendleton, Derek Wallace, Tony Adams, never heard of you, and Anthony Graffinino, Brent Gates, Aaron Seeley, Carlos Baerga, Doc Gooden, Dave Stewart, Doug Drabeck, all the Duracell cards there. Get rid of these. We've got Matt Williams, Omar Garcia, never heard of him. Jose Valentin, minor league card for the Zephyrs. Chad Townsend, Ken Powell, Hector Cato, Ron Brevel, Kurt Stillwell, Yellowback, Mark Davis, Benito Santiago, Bruce Hurst, and Kevin Tapani. All right. We got the Wade Boggs wild card. Will Clark, the wild man. Yeah, he's wild, man. Bonilla, yeah, he played a big joke on the Mets, didn't he? He's a joker. Tartabull. And we've got Ozzie Smith, Ryan Sandberg, Santiago, Dibble. I'm just curious if we have a whole deck here. We got all the spades plus the wild cards. Well, the diamonds are here. Okay, all the clubs are here. And all the hearts are here. Very nice. So we got the whole deck right there. We just don't have the box that they go in. That's weird. And these are 1991 USA Playing Card Company Major League Baseball All-Stars. We got Dave Henderson, the Spitter, Alomar. Rest in peace, Ricky, Roger Clemens, Sierra, Molitor, Carter, Jack Morris, Dawson, Lee Smith, Biggio, Larkin, O'Neill, Gwynn, Ripken, Fielder, Eckersley, Baines, Palmero, Puckett, Fisk, Jr., Glavin, Murray, Sandberg, Smith, Bonilla, Clark, and Boggs. Very nice, very nice. And what we got here? We got Jose Canseco, Junior, Buhner, and Mitchell. Albert, Tomei, Lofton. Don't care about the other two. Ripken, the Iron and Steel. Yeah, Steel, all right. Steroids. And here's a Heritage Series, Cal Ripken Jr., BC7, 92 Leaf Incorporated, printed in USA. Very nice, very nice, very nice. We'll slide it into here. Booyakasha, that one. Put those over there. We go. How about some more goodies for you? We've got Joe DiMaggio. This is Renata Galasso Incorporated. It's a 1977 TCMA, card number 1. Ralph Kiner is card number 2. Don Larson, number 3. Robin Roberts is number 4. Campanella is 5. Smokey Burgess is 6. Mickey Mantle, there he is, 7, of course. Willie Mays is 8. George Kell, 9. Ted Williams, 10. Carl Furillo, 11. Bob Feller is 12. Casey Stengels, 13. Richie Ashburn's 14. Gil Hodges is 15. Stan Musial is 16. Don Newcomb is 17. Jackie Jensen is 18. And that's all I got for them. There's the first 18 cards. Very nice. Very nice. How about some Coca-Cola Nolan Ryans? 26 of 26. So it's a 6-card set. Probably all 26 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Hold on, my cat got in here. Come on, you gotta go. Can't be in here. Come on, out the door. Let's go, get out. Come on. Go, go, go. I didn't put the gate up. My bad. My bad. Sorry, kitty. Can't be here. I want the cat in here. The cat will probably set itself on fire. All right. Anyway, lost count. There's all 26. I'm going to say all 26 are there. Not bad. How about some Bazooka? Robin Yount, Griff, Gwynn, Kirby Puckett, Ricky, Sheffield, Jr. Should probably be a little bit more protected. What year are these anyway? Because Griffey looks awful young. It's 89, so it's 1990. How about some B. Smith, Justice, Allrood, and Puckett. Kirby Puckett. Well, Hold on. Gotta see what's going on out here. What the cats are doing. What are your cats up to? Knock it off. All right. Okay. Strain out those cats. We got to go through this box too, though, guys. You can't all be candy. Got to do some of the dirty work too. Can't all be eye candy. This box got a 85 Doc Gooden, and this one says we need card number 80 to complete this set here, and that is a 94 Upper Deck. You think it's a collector's choice? It's just 94 Upper Deck. Let's up to card 40. So let's see if card 80 is missing. $74, $75, $76, $77, $78, $79. It's electric diamond. So 80 is an electric diamond. So I substituted it for an electric diamond, apparently. Okay. Well, placeholder. Aaron Seeley. Electric diamond. So yeah, 80 is missing for the base set. 81. Very nice. Very nice. I think we'll put them over here. Here. Put them on this side of this box here. There we go. And pull them all out. It's a small set, or at least series 1 is small. And here's the rest of them. Junior. So up to 280 anyway. Here, I don't know if there's more or not. Seems like a small number. What's next? This box also has a whole stack of Gold Rush cards. Very nice. I'm not going to go through those. The more you handle them, the more chances are you damage them. So we'll just put them back in the box. Put that there. What else we got in this box? We have some 86 Topps. Looks like some update. Yep, 74T. So that's an update card. This one should not be. Nope, not be. So there's one update, a couple updates in here. That's an advertisement piece. Another advertisement piece. So maybe pulled right from the packs and just thrown into the stack here. I don't know. Don't know. See if there any. Oh, there's Ted Simmons, but he was left behind probably way before he became a Hall of Famer. So yeah, it's all good in the hood. Another advertisement piece. So even though I'm doing this sort now, I'm gonna have to go back through these and reorganize them better by year, probably. Another advertisement piece. And put them in a box and try to separate the base from Hall of Famers, and try to price them out, because I'm going to take stuff like this to the card shows and just put them out there like individual, like 25 cents a card or whatever, and see how sales go from there at those prices. Anyway, that's empty, but it won't fit upright in here, so I guess it's just gonna sit over here somewhere, over here. And that's it for that row in that box. We got to finish up this box here, the score. So let's get into the score. Gonna finish this up. I know it bites that we're not seeing all big name. Hey, Rigetti, we keep Rigetti off to the side. That's a traded card there. Update set. They look different. They look slightly different. And yeah, it's the color, the purple that's in there on the banner. There's not many that have that color purple. All right, getting there with this score stuff. Albert Bell. Don't call me Joey Bell. No Hit Club, Malecki, Flanagan, Williamson, and Olson. There's Albert Bell again. Albert. David Cohn. Zippy Sip again. Mr. Airtime, you out there? You tuned in at your work? Babe Ruth uniform. Airtime's probably sitting down at his nice cushy desk job. Staying warm inside. Rafael Palmeiro. Buhner. Cecil Fielder. So I started, I don't know if you guys seen my last 2 videos now, my eBay sales videos, but I've started actually putting in actual thumbnails. Usually I just let it generate one from the video somewhere. This time I went into ChatGPT and asked it to generate those thumbnails. So if you saw the videos and you're wondering, hey, where did you get the thumbnails from? Well, I had ChatGPT design them for me. Originally, they came across as too large of a file, had to be under 2 megabits, whatever. So I just asked ChatGPT to make them smaller than 2 megs. And it did it. And boom. Of course, I had to convert it from a PNG to a JPG format, and I used a file converter. You can just download a free one off of the internet and can do your conversion basically from anything, PNG to JPEG or vice versa, backwards, or into a PDF or something like that. It's amazing what you can do on the computers nowadays with all this AI stuff going on. What we got here? No, I don't want to mess with that. What's back here? Yeah. All right. So we've got some of these High Grade. The company that makes these called High Grade. I talked about it before. This is the base, red back, green fronts. This is the base. There are no numbers. They're just alphabetically. Like AA for Aaron is number 1, and so on. Alexander, Banks, Bench, Bera. Now there's supposed to be 2 different yogis. This is just 2 yogis. The other yogi, and some of the other ones there are 2 of. They want to show the hat logo. The other one doesn't. In Jim Cott's instance, he's got one where 3-finger brown because he's only got 3 fingers on one hand. That's a stub of a finger there. Other ones will show the hat logo, some don't. And that's the difference. Jim Cott has a picture in 2 different team uniforms. One with the White Sox and one with St. Louis, I believe. Mickey Mantle's got 2 versions. One of him standing, I think one kneeling with a bat, something like that. But a couple of them have different logo, like logo showing, not showing. You know what I mean? Willie Mays may have it where the picture was slid up too far and then lowered back down later on, and additional like print runs. Not every card's like that, but Jackie Robinson has one with the logo and no logo. Some guys just have the one, that's it. Duke Snider has 2 different poses. Not sure if Ted Williams has 2 different poses or not. That's going to have to go here. And then these are Yes, again alphabetically. And then here's some Fleer baseball stickers, but they're like full size stickers. Bobby Bow, Joe Kyle, Cam Minetti, Chucky Carr, Vizquel, Buhner, Stanley, Willie Banks. I got a bunch of these. But it's a big set because some of the cards are over 200 cards. Card numbers are well over 200. $266 is the last highest card number I have. And then these are special inserts. I don't know. Don't know. We'll put them in there though. And then we've got some Fleer stickers from different years and Team USA from Dairy Queen. So this is Dairy Queen Team USA cards from 1992. Some more stickers. Fleer stickers, that is. A little bit more and I can fill up this box here. Just some 93 Upper Deck, because this set is notorious for bricking and paper loss. Look at that. Junior and Buhner on a Buhner card. Are they both on the back? Nope, just Buhner himself. So I'll set these aside too, just to make sure that I've got my set that's not going to be all boogered up. Bricking. And lo and behold, here's some more. See, you try not to pack them real tight, except for that one there, they're tight. But try not to pack them tight because you got a bricking problem. You're just going to continue the bricking process. Some kind of Topps propaganda piece here. Some 92 Topps Match the Game. I wonder if these are white backs or gray backs. The white back. So you can hold these up to the light, 100-watt light bulb. Hold them up, and you can see through the card what to rub off. I got many a set that way of the winners. Now they're stamped winners. They're still not stamped regular. The regular ones didn't have the winner stamp. The pack pulled ones. Larry Walker. '51 home runs for Cecil. Fielder's feet. Jack Morris. There's Randy Johnson, not the only one who likes taking photographs. There's Dave Stewart in the photographer's pit taking photos, pregame photos. There's Bobby Bell. Whatever, like July 1st, he's laughing all the way to the bank. And that is going to fill up this box. Yep, good enough. So another box done. Going to have to be removed. Get that here. Palette. I believe these have already been sorted. Yeah, already been sorted. So these are all done. And I can put these in here now because these have all been sorted and stackarooed. My son stopped by yesterday after his work, so it was about 4 o'clock when he showed up here. And my wife told him, this coming summer, we're going to head over to your house and we're going to have a bonfire. And we're going to burn all these cards that your father's been sorting through. We're going to burn them, just get rid of them. I'm like, yeah, or we'll try to take them to Goodwill and drop them off and see if they'll take a donation of like a U-Haul truck loaded down with, you know, cards and cards and cards. Because I got my storage unit that I don't have to, but I want to empty out because I'm paying $260 a month for card storage. I can get it all back here and then, you know, take it to Goodwill or something like that. But because I'm working on my sets, so and probably not going to collect a 2026 Topps set when it comes out. Probably not. Probably 2025 would be my last year. We'll have to see. That puts me at way too long collecting. Too many years collecting. Now, let's see. These are done, so these can go in here. Fill this box up so we can get it out of here. Okay, where's the lid to this guy? All right, here's this lid. This turkey red. What did this say originally? 2005 Turkey Red Football, 50 Topps Finest, and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Can't go by what's on the box. You gotta just, I'm not gonna date everything, but I'm just gonna put mixed. Check mark. And then I checked it. It's good. That's like my, put your X here. And get this to come off. Sticker. There we go. So peel. Stick this on the side of the box where it can be easily seen, I'd say. That goes in the trash. Put this box over here. Well, I don't know. I can't reach anything anymore. We'll just stack them here for now. Because the wall's too high and I've got stuff stacked on my stool already. All right. This box is ready to get good cards. This box is all been sorted. Got to get a top on this one here. So this is here. That goes there. Here's this top. There we go. Got to put a sticker on that. There we go. Just put mixed on it. I don't remember what's in there, whether there's football, and I think there might be football in there with it. Got to remember to mark things. Well, these are all empty used top loaders here that I've pulled cards out of. You know, that were, a lot of them were marked rookie card. You know, had this rookie card on them, but they were no use to me. I'm not a like, oh, collect rookie cards. It's not what I do. I'm gonna stick you on this box. You're crooked, but you're still stuck. That's good enough. Another box done. All right. All right. So this box is going to be the next good box, right? This is just a platform. These have already been sorted and have to be filled up. So we're filling it with stuff from this box over here that we've already sorted. These scorecards. All right, they're gone. These don't fit in there. Some are just too big, so we have to put them in a bigger box. We didn't sort this whole box, so we've got this Now this box that was on my chair, we can put over here to be sorted. All right, so we're back doing the score now. Whew. Wally Joyner. Tino. Grace. Take cards out of this box. All right, got a handful of score out of that box. Another Grace. Alan Trammell. Jeff Johnson. Howard Johnson. Hershiser. Moss. Turn the furnace off. It's getting a little warm in here. This one looks effed up. There we go. Joyner. Tino again. Grace again. Edgar Martinez. Other Martinez. Alan Trammell. All right. We gotta switch gears with the score. Now this is another set that's known for bricking. These black pinnacles here. 94 pinnacle. 93 pinnacle. Buhner. Mo Vaughn. up the old chair and see if we can get comfy here somewhere. Somewhere, let's see. Oh, I guess I don't have to spend all morning standing. All right, let's see. John Allrood, Larry Walker, Texas Ranger, Bobby Bowe, I worked with a lady at work that was her cousin, Ryan Thompson's cousin. Jeff Kent. Pat Mahomes Sr., father of the quarterback from Kansas City. I kept seeing this guy's name the last couple of days, and then it finally dawned upon me. This Dan Serafini is the guy who killed his in-laws or something like that. Dan Serafini. I'm like, where do I... Wait, once I figured out how to pronounce his last name, I'm like, no. John said something about this guy. He killed his in-laws or something like that. Dan Serafini. Yeah, he's the infamous killer, Serafini. Terry Pendleton and Jeff Pendleton. Marquise Grissom. Camaro. Jay Buhner. Buhner again. Hershiser. Salmon. Bobby Bowe. Pete Janisecki. Jay Buhner again. Kevin Moss for the Nomads. Bernie Williams and Matty Noakes. Sterling Hitchcock Team 2001. Oh, his idol is his dad. That's funny. Not funny. Hershiser. Strange. That it wouldn't be. Let's put it that way. Doug Drabeck. Hometown Heroes. Dave Stewart. Justice for All. David. Chris Roberts, first round draft pick for the New York Mets. Metropolitans. Omar Vizquel. Ozzie Canseco. Ken Herbeck. Omar again. Jeff Kent. Gallego. Stewart. Kurt Schilling. Kurt Schilbitting. And that's it for those. And now we start into a score select from 93. It says 92. 93? It says 92. Okay. JT Snow, Yankee rookie first baseman. There's a Eric Karros, 1992 rookie Karros. Ken Caminetti. Pat Borders. Matt the Bat Williams. Big Ben. Charlie Hayes. Charlie. Lou Whitaker. And we'll get that in there a little bit more. Fill up this box. Might get a little more in there too. Wally Joyner with the Royals. I'm off screen here. Sorry, guys. Hershiser. There's a Bobby Witt Sr. Dave Stewart, landscape. Joseph Carter. Carter has liver pills. A little bit much there. Have to split the stack. There you go. Split the stack. Maybe a couple more in there, but not a whole lot more. Kim Caminetti again, putting the tag on someone. That's it. Now the box completed. Sorry, I had that one started on my off-camera time. Another one done. Set it over here for now. Alrighty then. What's next? This one says football. Gotta knock the dust off of it. Ouch. All right. This one says football. So it might be a change of pace here, guys. Now, it's my tag, so it's pretty good chance that it's right. Pretty good chance that it's right. It's my tag. It's not written on the box anywhere. No writing like that. That's going to throw you off track. Doesn't mean it's going to be good football, but, you know, we go right for our dessert first and grab the plastics. And first, who's this guy? Torrey Holt. Rookies and Stars. Torrey Holt again. 88. Two different. 84 and 88. Okay, so he's got two different cards there. Curtis Martin. That's a good one. He's a Hall. Torrey Holt's a Hall of Famer too, I think. McNair. Curtis Martin again. Omega 2000. Pretty cool card. Curtis Martin. Rookies and Stars. This one's got a gold trim on it. Don't know what that means. Curtis Martin again. Rookies and Stars. Season tickets. Curtis Martin. Kevin Green. More Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin. Ah, there he is, the man. Joe Gibbs Racing. So we'll just set them off to the side. Joe Gibbs. Very nice. Legendary Leaders. Joseph Gibbs. Very nice. Beautiful card. How about some Chuck Noll? If you're a Steeler fan, you got to give a shout out to Chuck Noll. How about some Ken Singletary? Century Memories. Super Bowl 20. Curtis Martin. Rudy Johnson. Who the hell's Rudy Johnson? I don't know. Rudy Johnson. Who's in this box? Matt Jones. Never heard of him. Brian Westbrook was a pretty good player for the Eagles. Priest Holmes. Torrey Holt. Celebrating. Oh, Torrey. Roy Williams. Wide receiver. Roy Williams for the Cowboy. Got two Roy Williams guys. Free safety and a wide receiver. Fred Taylor. Now, he was pretty good, wasn't he? I thought, sounds like his name. He may not be a Hall of Famer, but Anquan Bolden. I think he's showing up at the Philly show. Plaxico Burress. Keep your guns locked up, guys, around this end, okay? Keep your guns in a little gun safe. All right. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to put these right there for now so I can track them. Now, I'm going to try to share a screen. So bear with me. We're going to go out of this, minimize. We're going to go, I had it up, but I took it down. So I'm going to type in the Philly Show. All right, the Philly Show coming up. Booyakasha. 22 days, 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 47 seconds for the Philly Show. So we're going to go schedule on tickets, guest schedule. And let's see, we're going to share, let's share this screen now. Close this. Back here, let's go share the screen. Is this it? Yep, share screen. Share screen. Yes, yes, yes. And then I got to pick from there we go. Share that. All right, so here it is, the December 12th through the 14th. Saquon Barkley. Mystery box. McNabb, who that Hunt guy is. Cooper DeJean. Michael Vick. Jerome Bettis. Rocky Bleier. Thank you for your service, Rocky. Vietnam vet there. Jim Kelly's going to be there. Andre Reed's going to be there. And Thurman Thomas is going to be there. All Hall of Famers. No Super Bowl victories for any of those guys, though. Unfortunately for them, Johnny Manziel's going to be there. Really? What are they charging for Johnny Manziel tickets? Ready? Manziel is $64 for the photo op, $54 for a basic ticket. $54. He don't even play, right? I guess he's just a celebrity now. I guess that's what it is. All right, so after Manziel, Rico Petrocelli is going to be there. Now, that's probably going to be a reasonable price, man. Rico Petrocelli. Come on, give me tickets on it. Ticket. All right. Yeah, $20 for a Petrocelli basic autograph on a card or a small flat, 8x10, whatever. Photo op is $25. See, that's the way it needs to be for everyone. With this hundreds of dollars. Tony Perez is going to be there. Again, I was there, saw him several years ago. He was there with Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, Tony Perez, Dave Parker, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Joe Morgan. Rest in peace, Pete Rose. Jesus. Criminy. Dennis Rodman's going to be there. What's Rodman going to be charging? Maybe Bolden backed out from them. $100 for a basic autograph. Guess that's cheap compared to some of these other guys. Dominique Wilkins, Antonio Gates. Maybe he's not going to be there. Maybe I'm thinking Antonio Gates is Anquan Bolden, maybe. Harrison Bader, David Akers. Vladdy Daddy's going to be there. Trammell's going to be there. Let's see if Vladdy Daddy's going to charge you $110. I got that, several of that card right there too. Bowman rookie. Trammell's going to be there. Winfield's going to be there. Cole Hamels is going to be there. Who cares about Carl Crawford or Justin Crawford? Edgar Martinez is going to be there. Eddie Murray's going to be there. Tom Burgoyne, who is the best Philly Fanatics' bestest friend in the whole wide world. I thought Lenny Dykstra was his best friend. There's Dykstra's going to be there. Incaviglia is going to be there. Bo is going to be there. Maddox is going to be there. The Wild Thing's going to be there. Lombard's going to be there. The only one missing is Joe Carter, and I think he was in a previous one. Imagine Carter and Williams at the same one. There might be a fight. There might be a fight backstage. Who knows? Yeah, so I guess I mistaken Anquan Bolden for Antonio Gates. My bad. But anyway, there you go. That's the lineup for the Philly show going forward. They have been making changes throughout, but it is what it is. All right, stop sharing that. Back here. And we're back. And we'll turn off that because we don't need that up and running. Come back here. All right, we're back. My bad, my mistake. It happens. Let's get back into this box of football. What's this? We got another Plaxico Burress die cut card from Pacific. That look on his face like, that wasn't my gun, man. Someone shot me in the leg. It wasn't me, man. Someone else did it. I'm telling you. I was just minding my business at the club. All right. Lee Evans. Who the heck is that? Never heard of him. There's Cadillac Williams. Carnell Cadillac Williams. Mike Fury. I don't know. Augie Crumpler. Okay. Nope. Deuce McAllister. Used to be a running back in Philly, right? Matt Leinart. Mark Bolger. Ronnie Brown. Todd Heapa, whatever. TJ Housemandes, whatever. DeMarco Ryans. Wasn't he on Dancing with the Stars at one point? Something like that. I think it was him. Dancing with the Stars. Dancing, dance machine. Troy Williams, never heard of him. Cedric Benson, don't know who he is. Ronald Curry. Let's see. We got it. I really do wish my camera had zoom on it, but that's as big as I can get it on my screen anyway. Jacksonville Jaguars, Jamal Lewis. I'll beat you up in the elevator. Reggie Wayne, Lendale White, Brandon Jones, Shawnee Merriman. What? Shawnee Merriman. Oh, it's just Sean Merriman. Whatever. Brandon Jacobs, Zach Thomas. He's a popular guy in Miami. Sean Alexander, Nick Barnett, Hank Basket. Who did he marry? He married somebody. I think she was a model or something. Oh, look, it's Plaxico Burress again. We've got a Plaxico Burress thing going on. Scotty Anderson, Todd Bowman, Kendall Bell, Dominic Davis, Plaxico Burress again. Jay Cutler, Joseph Adai, Vince Young. He didn't last long, did he? Reggie Bush, Carson Palmer. I don't know. Stephen Smith. I don't know. June Henley. These guys back to back. Who's this? Greg Jones and Reggie Williams. Never heard of them. Sound like a couple of jailbirds. Roy Williams, Andre Johnson, Javon Walker, Clinton Portis. He might be out of jail by now. Chris Chambers, Rudy Johnson again, Dion Branch. Is that Cliff Branch's kid? I don't know. Don't know. All right, who's this? Panthers, Steve Smith again, another Steve Smith card. Steve Smith again. Who's this guy? Brian Westbrook. Okay. Dante Stallworth. Plaxico Burress again. Burress. Who's this guy? Tatum Bell. Never heard of him. Rudy Johnson again. Chad Johnson. Is this Ocho Cinco? I think so. Yeah, it's Ocho Cinco. Antonio Gates. He's going to be at the show. There he is. Quick, take this and get it autographed. Dominic Davis. Charles Rogers, Tony Horn, PJ Franklin. I don't know who any of these guys are. Michael Bassnight, Dwayne Bowie, Ernest Biner, Bruce Armstrong, yep. Alvin Harper, no, Dwayne Harper. Randy Cross, Jeff Cross. Man, I'm doing bad. I don't know. Pete Smith, Dennis Smith, Dwight Stone. Yeah, I got Dwight Stone right. Will Fuller. Yeah. Curtis McCants. Keith McCants. I was close there. Rob Moore. Yeah, more or less. Rob more or less. Peter Tom Willis. Yep. Guess that name. All right. How about this guy? Plaxico Burress. Why not? Plaxico. Got a lot of Plaxico Burress cards. Jesus, there's another one. Dominic Davis. Anthony Thomas. Mike Anderson. Michael Bennett. Want to bet Burress again? Jesus. Someone like Burress. Paul Justin. Never heard of him. Dominic Davis again. Chris Sims. That's Phil Sims' kid. I should put that like with Phil Sims and father-son duo cards. Maybe that'll work. Sean Alexander. Kevin Jones. PJ Loshman. Matt Jones. Jones in for the Stones. Steve Smith again. Adele Shepard, never heard of him. Yeah, Keyberg, Kabajaj, whatever. No, don't know. Spurgeon Wynn, never heard of him. Kevin Thompson, never heard of him. Dwayne Craig, never heard of him. Chris Walsh, nope. Ampley, heard of him. Bert Emanuel, heard of him. Mark Dennis. Henry Ellard. Eric Green. Eddie Brown. James Hasty. Andre Waters. Carnell Lake. Gerard Bunch. David Grayson. Benny Blades. He has a brother that played Brian Blades too, I think. Ray Bentley. Richard Dent, big guy. Mike Opalant. Oliphant. Whatever. Jeff Herod. Don Mosbar. Al Noga. Alvin Walton. That's like a Redskin thingy. Rufus Porter. Bruce Hill. Never heard of him. Aaron Kinney. Nope. Jeff Polk. Nope. Craig Yeast. Nope. Jareen Arnold. Never heard of him. Jamie Martin. Never heard of him. Billy Davis. Never heard of him. Winslow Oliver. Nope. Don't think so. Greg Olson. Yeah, he played for one of the Carolina Panthers or someone for a while, right? Kellen Winslow Jr. Dad's a Hall of Famer. Mark Bolger. Corral Buckholter. JT Housemandea, whatever. And that was just a rough guess at his name. Not even trying. Stephen Davis, right? Is that what it says? Stephen Davis, yeah. Jake the Snake Plumber. Dante Stallworth. Plaxico Burress. Again. Plaxico. Chris Martin. Chris Dolman. Keyshawn Johnson. Rewind 99. Who's this? Oh, Marcus Robinson. Never heard of him. Olandis Gary. Steve Berline. Kajana Carter. Joe Aska. Curtis Martin, of course. Tony Martin. Zach Thomas. Napoleon Kaufman. Andre Hastings. Eric Moles. Sean King. Jimmy Smith. Again. Albert Connell. Redskin, right? Redskin. Michael Westbrook. Redskin Brad Johnson. Eric Rett. Let's see. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, not the basketball player. Leslie Shepard. Kevin Johnson. Charlie Batch. Freddie Jones. Ahmad Green. Corey Bradford. Antonio Freeman. Bill Schroeder. Sean Jefferson. Ken Oxidine. Ken Dilger. Terrence Wilkins. Willie Jackson. Darnay Scott. Damon Griffin. Fred Lane. Michael Bates, Motel. Caden McNown. Terry Allen. Terrell Davis. Orlandis Gary. Tony Banks. Derek Mays. Frank Wycheck. Sean Dawkins. Robert Smith. David LaFleur, hockey player. What's he doing in the football uni? Rahib Ishmael. Kimball Anders. Cedric Irvin. Johnny Morton. Vinny Testaverde. Diedrich Ward. Curtis Martin. Charlie Garner. J.J. Stokes. Isaac Bruce. Azir Hakim. Curtis Conway. Billy Davis. Reggie Barlow. A lot of names I never heard of. But we move on. Who's this guy? Carlton Bailey. Brian Jordan. Oh, he's a football, baseball player. Got it. Steve Broussard. Mark Spindler. Michael Young. Vincent Smith. Vince Newsom. By the way, Bernie Karsar just had some surgery too, I think. There's Steve Young. Thurman Thomas. So he had successful liver transplant or surgery. So I don't know. But he had a successful surgery and saw a YouTube video of him. He looked so skinny and so frail. I thought he had like cancer, was dying. Phil Bird, Eric Swan, Marvin Washington, Eric McMillan, Sean Landetta, Jeff Hofstetler, Myron Guyton, Jim Everett, Greg Townsend, Marcus Allen, John Alt, Scott Radesick, whatever, Mike Munchak, Lamar Lathan, Mike Tomzak, Perry Kemp, Ron Middleton, Redskin, Charles McRae, John L. Williams, Billy Ray Smith, Willie Burrow, I guess, Ricky Jackson, Jamie Holland, Steve Jordan, Mark Collins, Kevin Green, Jim Richard, Tony Mandarich, Evan Cooper, Anthony Carter. Let's see what other football we got in here. Oh yeah, more of these ones in plastic. Why not? You have no idea who they are, but that's all right. Julius Peppers, Warwick Dunn, Ed Reed. Who's this guy? Dante Stallworth again. Jamarcus Russell, Tyler Thigpen, Keith Rivers, Trent Edwards, Tyler Thigpen, Brian Westbrook, TJ Hausa Mazadia, whatever, Matt Jones, and for the Stones, Antonio Bryant, Braylon Edwards, Troy Williamson, Ronnie Brown, Javon Walker, Charles Woodson, Antonio Bryant, Lindale White, Bernard Berrien, Roddy White, Matt Hasselback, David Garand, Travis Jackson, Frank Gore, Me with a Spoon, Chad Pennington, Willis McGehee, Rudy Johnson. Rudy. What's this in plastic? Wait, it's Ron Stark. No more real plastics around. All right, let's go. Gilbert Brown. It's got the 40th anniversary logo. Marvin Washington. Brian DeMarco. Reggie White. Yeah. Gotta put Reggie in plastic, man. He's like a god around here. Reggie. Eddie Robinson. Joe Kane. Harold Green. Brian Blades. Rod Stevens. Redskin. Jeff George. Neil O'Donnell. Jeff Graham. Brian Stablin. Sam Mills, who's a Redskin. Brian Mitchell, Redskin. William Thomas. Alan Aldridge. Dexter Carter. Leroy Horde. Andre Coleman. Glenn Milburn. Ernie Mills. Ryan McNeil. Larry Centers. Brian Washington. Mel Gray. Barry Minter. Johnny Mitchell. Anthony Pleasant. Terry McDaniel. Will Moore. Eric Pegram. Dana Stubblefield. Darnay Scott. William Fuller. Michael Jackson. I heard that on the other computer. My Curtis Martin. There it goes again. Curtis Martin. Plaxico Burress. The two guys had the most looks like Curtis Martin and Plaxico Burress. Billy Miller and Billy Miller silver border. David Gerard silver. Plaxico Burress. Who's this guy? Eric Molds. Mike Allstott. Jamal Anderson. Scott Covington. Achilles Smith. Zach Thomas again. Chris Carter. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Andre Reed's going to be at the Philly show. Adrian Merle. Skip Hicks. Eddie Kinnison. Cedric Irvin. Foil. Florida Workhorse. Okay. Well, we'll put that there as like parallel, I guess. Jermaine Kroll. Jeff Blake. Frank Sanders. Mike Peterson. Damon Parker. Dorsey Levens. Derek Mays. Cecil Martin. Ray Buchanan. Corey Dillon. Carl Pickens' his nose. Michael Irvin. Tony Simmons. Ben Coates. Big Ben Coates. Scott Mitchell, not in a Lions uniform. Joey Galloway. Yancey Thigpen. Yancey. All right, let's continue on. I got cards here to pull out. Yeah. Who's this guy? Ronaldo Turnbull. There you go. Eugene Daniel. Rodney Pete. All right. That takes care of those. Put those at the tops. There we go. Back to the Bowman. Wayne McGarity. Ebenezer. Ebenezer. Oh, I kid you not. Ebenezer Ikuban. Ebenezer. There it is. You saw it here. Eugene Baker. Larry Parker. Curtis Martin. Cedric Ward. Curtis Conway. Lawrence Phillips. Sean Alexander. Sam Gadd. Michael Vick in a all-pro uniform. Michael Vick base. Larry Johnson, Julius Jones, Ronnie Brown, Marion Barber, Tiki's his brother, Deron McCoy, Frischman Jackson, Jeff Hofstetler, Phil Hansen, Nolan Harrison, Mo Gardner, Kevin Maui, I guess. I reckons. That was there. Got some Stadium Club. Oh, these are Stadium Club with the special stickers. So he's got the stamps on them for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 29. Yep. So these all have Super Bowl stamp on them. Just put them all over here. Now you're going to look at them. They're kind of a special set. If I come across any more, then I can add them to this just to see if I can put that set together. How about a 1984 matches? Yeah, the 84 baseball. Todd Christensen. Here's his replay card in action, whatever. Isaac Bruce, very nice looking Topps Stars. And Karsten Bailey. Never heard of him. Sorry, Kristen, whatever. Cornelius Bennett. This is 80 what? Get some of the stats here. Bill Bates. 1990 Topps. Steve Grogan. Pepper Johnson. Alfonso Carricker. Zordich saves the day. Tackles him out in the open field. Felix Wright. Albert Lewis, part of the 1986 Topps football. James Wilder. Stephon Page. Bill Pickel. Very nice. Very nice. Put these guys away. Put them away. There we go. What's next? Taiwan, never heard of him. Julius Peppers. L.J. Smith. Keenan McCardell. Michael Turner. Derek Johnson. David Garrard again. Seneca Wallace. Varan Moency. Corey Dillon. Cedric Houston. Curtis Price. Skylar Green. Aaron Schobel. Roddy White. Patrick Kearney. Seattle Seahawks. Braylon Edwards. Clinton Hart. Augie Kumpler again. Matt Hasselback. Owen Daniel. Santana Moss. Kickoff. Redskin. Put him up there. Marvin Cobb. This is a 1980 Topps Marvin Cobb. This is a 1981 Topps Keith Krepfele. There's a Lyle Alzado. Steve Smith, 2003 weekly wrap-up. Oh, Clinton Portis, Redskin. Joseph Adai. D'Angelo Williams. Ernest Graham. Maurice Jones-Drew, Felix Jones, Eddie Royal, Terrell Owens, Braylon Edwards, Lance Moore, Derek Anderson, Matt Cassell, Jake Delhomme, Kyle Orton, Terrell Owens, Plaxico Burgess, and we got some more Stadium Club. What did I do with the other Stadium Club? Maybe there weren't many of them. Ron Stark and Bill Lewis, Plaxico Burris, Hines Ward, someone different, Stephen Smith, 1,000 Yard Club, people. From here, Redskin goes up there. These guys can go here. We got in these. Let's see. We've got Andrew Walter, quarterback, the Sun Devils. Never heard of him. Jason Campbell, Andre Hall, Kevin Smith, Gaines Adam, DJ Shockley, Tashard Choice, Scott Chandler, Adrian Arrington, Scott Hutchinson, Lendale White, Lawrence Maroney, Jason Hill, Malcolm Kelly, Dennis Dixon, Demetrius Williams. So nothing there. All right, we got some Bowman, Ty Detmer, one Bowman. We got some Turkey Red, white borders. I don't know what the difference is. Mia Minor, Travis Minor, Rudy Johnson. That's Hasselback. Nope, John Kittner. Heap, Bell, Wilson, Williams, Campbell, Thurman, Smith guy, Fine, Clayton, Roll, Antoine Roll, Samari Roll. Okay. Branch, Bryant, Edwards, Westbrook, Sean Alexander, Brown, Reggie Brown, Schaub, Matt Schaub, Steven Jackson, Vincent Jackson, Looseman, Lido Shepard. Lido left the boat that day. He left the shop, but that was all he left. He ain't coming back. Brian Trotter, or Jeremiah Trotter, Jeremy Shockey, someone named Smith, LJ Smith, Sean Merriman, Alexander, Sean Alexander, AJ Feely, that's Rivers, Philip Rivers. Don't know who the Broncos coach quarterbacks be. Sean Graham, Moonlight Graham. How about a Robert Blackman sacking? Yeah, because he got the ball. Sacking Elway. Eugene Daniel, Darrell Green, Quinn Early, Mo Lewis, Raymond Harris, Dana Stubblefield, Leroy Horde, Edgar Bennett, Don Beebe, Dwayne Clemens, someone, Darian Gordon, Alex Van Pelt, Brian Jordan, Terrell Buckley, Charles Haley, Vincent Smith, Brian Blades, Lavarius Coles, Greg Camarillo, Bernard Berryman, Chris Cooley, Redskin. TJ Hashim Jason Campbell, Redskin, not a popular Redskin though. Antonio Gates, Al Toon, Greg Speakneck, Bucky Richards, Chuck Smith, Dale Carter, and Ed McDaniel. Bill Frelick, Seth Joyner, Tim Harris, James Washington, Doug Smith, Derek Russell, Bruce Kozernski, Kevin Porter, Scott Fulhag, Brent Williams, Nick Lowry, Arneas Williams, Mo Lewis, Norm Johnson, Gary Anderson, Rod Woodson. All those names making my throat dry again. Guys, we've been streaming over 2 hours now. Now I've got to go let the dog out real quick. So hang in there. Chris Chandler, Derek Alexander, Elvis Gerbach, Andre Rison, Johnny Morton. No price tags on the back. Musin Muhammad, Wesley Walls, Bianca Batuka, someone named. Yeah, Bianca Batuka, Terry Glenn, Ben Coates, Trent Green, Rod Smith, Jim Harbaugh, and Herman Moore, Hall of Famer. Ouch. Let me go let the dog out and I'll be back. Two hours. I'll need a walk. No. Bruno. Bruno. Come. Bruno. Bruno, come. Come on. Come here. Come here, Bruno. Bruno. Come. Bruno. Come. Come here. Come on. Come here. Bruno. Come on. Puppy. You don't come? Come here. Bruno. Oh, well. All right. Dog didn't want to come in and spend time with me. That's fine. Oy. He was out, went to the bathroom real quick. So we're good. Back to the box. All right. So we went through these guys. I don't know who these guys are. So, I mean, are they really anyone important? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? All right. Who's this guy? Torrey Holt. Deshaun Foster. Ricky Williams. Everyone knows Ricky Williams. Kevin Jones. Chad Johnson. This is Dan Wilkerson. Roger Craig. Lenny Dawson. Is Roger Craig a single card? Has he got someone stuck to his back? He's carrying someone on his back. Dwight Clark. Lenny Dawson. Jim Plunkett. Devin Hester. Icons. Donald Driver. Tony Gonzalez. Brian Westbrook. DeMarcus Ware. Derek Anderson. Football. I've never heard of that guy. Joseph Adai. Braylon Edwards. Braylon Edwards again. Derek Anderson. Dwayne Bowie. Joseph Adai. Ali Highsmith. Ben Moffitt. Sam Baker. Bob Sanders. Chad Johnson. He's such a Chad anyway. Plaxico Burress. Deion Branch. John Mobley. E.G. Green. Who's this guy? Antonio Freeman. Plaxico Burress. All right, we got Curtis Martin. Surprise. Curtis Martin. Sean Alexander. Jake Reed. Antonio Langham. James O. Stewart. Jimmy Stewart. Kyle Brady. Jerome Pathon. Darian Gordon. Tom Carter. Redskin. J.P. Loshman. Jamal Anderson. Charles Johnson. Doug Peterson. Later became a Super Bowl champion coach, right, with the Eagles. Mark Chamora. Put Doug Peterson over there. Who knows? Someone might want Doug Peterson card. Chamora. Antonio Freeman. Jerome Pathon again. Frank Sanders. Steelers wide receiver, number 80, Plaxico Burress. Let's see. Nope, Courtney Hawkins, number 88. Miss Cordell Stewart, number 10. Yep. Redskins quarterback, Brad Johnson. Redskins wide receiver, Michael Westbrook. Jimmy Smith. No. Keenan McCardell. Rydell Anthony. Never heard of him. Antoine Smith. Eric Molds. Billy Joe Hobart. Hebert, whatever. Hobart. Eddie Kinnison. Cam Cleland. There's Doug Peterson again. Ricky Dudley. Napoleon Kaufman. O.J. McDuffie, Ty Detmer, Curtis Conway, Curtis Ennis, Rakib Ishmael, Ricky Waters, Joey Galloway, Sean Springs, Peter Boulware, Jermaine Lewis, Kevin Dyson, Yancey Thigpen, Robert Smith, Darnay Scott, Corey Dillon, Vinny Testaverde, Wayne Corbett, Terry Kirby, and Pat Swilling. Jason Smith, Devin Moore for less, Quan Cosby, Craig Jennings, Reggie Brooks, Redskins, Mike Kroll, Lorenzo White, Steve Berline, Larry Centers, Anthony Miller, Calvin Martin, Chris Dishman, he can dish it, that's for sure. Cody Carlson, Ricky Prohill, Reggie Roby, Bigfoot, Dion Figures, it out himself, David Klingler, Antonio Bryant, Bernard Berrien, Doel Jackson, Jamal Lewis, Stephen Jackson, Johnny Lee Higgins, Asante Samuel, Reggie Brown, Antonio Gates, Frank Gorham with your horns, Lofa Tupu, Deion Branch, Antonio Pittman, Warwick Dunn, Jason Campbell, Redskins, Adrian Wilson, Jake Delhomme, Curtis Martin, and Curtis Martin. Roger that. All right, who's this? Blades, Benny Blades, Cortez Kennedy, Glenn Milburn, Garrison Hurst, Leroy Horde, Tony Martin, Jay Novacek, Darrell Lewis, Steve Bono, Kyle Brady, Pete Mitchell, Jeff Lageman, Willie Williams, Eric Turner, Junior Seau, Steve Christie, Sean Jones, Larry Brown, Chris Dolman, Willie Williams, Wayne Martin, Edgar Bennett, Brett Perryman, Darren Woodson, Eric Zier, Tony McGee, Mark Carrier, Morton Anderson, Frank Sanders, Derek Brooks, Eric Davis, Mo Lewis, Terrence Small, Ty Law, Warren Moon, getting high fives, Natron Means, Yancey Thigpen, Irving Fryer, Harold Green, Willie Clay, Michael Jackson, Troy Vincent, Donnell Woodson or Wolford, Chris Dolman, Willie Davis, Aaron Hayden, Lee Woodall, Redskin, Clinton Portis, and Curtis Martin. Yeah, good way. No one went to bed late last night and slept in. Y'all went to bed last night and slept in. right, I can just move it out of the way. All right, going back to my live stream. All right, I'm back. I just had to say, checking with my wife and just came downstairs. All right, who we got? London Fletcher, Redskins. Antonio Bryant, Leonard Little, Chris Chambers, Antonio Gates again, Quentin Marcus. I already had mine. Justin Fargas, Gus Farrat. I get it. Gus Farrat, Bernard Berrien, Tony Gonzalez, Hall of Famer, right? Mercedes Lewis, Robert Mathis, Ernie Sims, DJ Williams, DeMarcus Ware, Kellen Winslow Jr., Braylon Edwards, Greg Olson, Lance Biggs, Trent Edwards, Roddy White, no, we only fit in the end one. Okay. Kevin Butler, Clay Matthews, Rich Camarillo, Chris Hinton, Rod Rust, Patriots coach. Okay. Super Bowl 12, Andre Waters, Brian Socia, whatever. Super Bowl 6, Super Bowl 7, Stanley Morgan, Anthony Miller, Stephon Page, Howie Long, Icky Woods doing Icky Shuffle, Thane Gash, Propaganda, Super Bowl 23, Leslie O'Neill, Jerry Having a Ball, Don Mosbar, and Propaganda. Coach Lindy Infante. Super Bowl 4, Thane Gash, Johnny Hector, Eric Sievers, Ken O'Brien, Norm Johnson, Harry Hamilton, Mike Johnson. Yep, Dalton Hilliard. Just call it in. Merle Hodge, Dan Henning, coach. David Treadwell, Tom Landry, coach. John Handjob, Frank Warren, Norm Johnson, Nick Lowry, Farrell Edmonds, Pete Houlihan, Ernest Biner, High Step in It, Redskins, Ricky Natil, Gary Clark, Redskins with what's going on in the background for the Eagles. God, I can't remember his name now. What's going on here? Christian Okoye, Cornelius Bennett, Neil Anderson, Don Mosbar, Mike Wilcher, and Propaganda Piece. Shane Conlon, Scott Norwood, David Fulcher, Frank Warren, Gilbert, Harry Gilbreth, Super Bowl 20. Jim Covert, action. Bruce Wilkerson, Jerry Gray, Randall McDaniel, Randall Cunningham. There you go. I jogged it. Lars Tate, Bubba McDowell, Johnny Hector, Bill Frelick, Michael Walter, Alonzo Highsmith, Ralph Moshijenko, Redskins. Henry Thomas, Eric McMillan, Bud Carson calling timeout. Johnny Hector for the third time. Rodney Holman, Tim Brown, Mike Wilcher again, Steve Berline, Johnny Robinson coach, Super Bowl 10, Tim McGee, Steve Brown, Bud Carson again, Irvin Randall, Alvin Walton, Redskins, Ron Hallstrom, Marv Levy, coach, Marcus Cotton, Walter Stanley signed with the Washington Redskins now. Ernie Jones, propaganda back to back. Steve Jordan, Brian Sochia again. Pierce Holt, Kelvin Martin, Vincey Glenn, Shane Conlon, Bill Moss, Ricky Jackson stripping the ball from the Bills quarterback there, whatever his name is. He's showing up at the Philly show. Oh my God. Kelly, Bud Carson, Bruce Hill, Kenny Norton, Lewis Phillips, Freeman McNeil, Tony Zendejas, Max Montoya, Carl Mecklenburg, Harry Hamilton, Eric Sievers, Sam Mills, Tony Zendejas, Mark Carrier, David Grayson. The Aloha Bowl, been there. One time when I went to Hawaii, we'll get back to that. Felix Wright, Fred Young, Franco Harris, and Johnny Rampart. All right, now to the Aloha Bowl in Hawaii. Went there on a Air Force. We went there for a TDY. We were training some people on the en route people that are permanent party there at Hickam to handle our aircrafts. We trained them on our aircraft. So when our aircraft came in there, if they didn't have our crew with them, they could handle it. And if it broke or whatever, they were qualified to work on it. They're like transient maintenance people there, I guess. And we were there for 19 days. It was great. Excuse me. And we went to the Aloha Bowl because we heard that they have a flea market that surrounded the outside of the stadium, not inside. It'd been great if it was inside. Imagine inside the stadium and having it just set up inside there, a huge football field full of vendors. That'd have been great. But no, it was around the outside. And not just like the outside, but like the outer ring, like way out here on the other side of the grass. On the other side of the grassy knolls is where the driving was, and where they were set out here. That was a footpath there. Out here's where the vendors were set up, and you have to walk around this outer two rings where they had vendors. It was still big, a lot of vendors, but it was a lot of walking to cover that whole thing. You're walking like 4 times around this, like stadium. But anyway, I think it's big when you walk around the mezzanine of a stadium. Try walking around like 2 or 3 mezzanines. Anyway, we did that, walked around a little bit, came home with some, I think I bought 2 quilts while I was there, maybe not, but I bought some stuff, blankets and stuff like that, whatever. Came home with it. Anyway, it was pretty cool. But yeah, they had long since stopped using that for having the Pro Bowl now, which is sad. That was the big thing. Like, I'm sure all the athletes could go there anytime they wanted. I get it. Anytime they wanted to go to the Hawaii, they could. They had the money. They could just go. But it was a special event for them, like, we got picked for the Pro Bowl and take their family to Hawaii. It was like an excuse to go to Hawaii with your family. You know what I mean? I'm imagining that. Let's put it that way. All right, let's continue with Plaxico Burress. Why not? Derek Alexander. Plaxico Burress. Hey, Marte Jenkins. Finally, not Plaxico Burress. Reggie Jones. Plaxico Burress. Jesus. Jeez Louise, you're killing me, Smalls. Eddie Kinnison, LJ Smith, Andre Reed, Chris Dawkins, Steve Wisniewski, Terrell Davis, Gus Farrat, Redskins, Mark Chamora, Kevin Carter, Frank Sanders, Carnell Lake, Adrian Merle, Napoleon Kaufman, Steve Bono, Brent Jones, Neil O'Donnell, Zach Crockett, Harry Williams. Is there any more Plaxico Burress in this stack here? Let's see. There's Pinnacle Action Packed. Neil O'Donnell. Orlando Thomas. Dominic Davis, right? Teddy Bruschi. Steven Jackson. Chad Johnson. He's such a Chad. Jim Harborough. Mark Ingram. Brett Perryman. Chris Spielman. Willie Davis. Darnay Scott. Sean Gilbert. Kenny Norton. Derek Brown. Ray Zellers. Terrence Small. Bam Morrison. Eric Turner. Craig Ironhead Hayward. Terrence Mathis. It's like Mark Govea that hit him there. Greg Lloyd. Eric Pegram. Michael Irvin getting hugs from Emmett. Anthony Miller. Amp Lee. Derek Alexander. Kevin Williams. Jay Novacek. Darren Woodson. Johnny Mitchell. Eric Kramer. Vincent Brown. James Brooks. Harry Newsom. Benny Blades. Wes Hopkins. Chris Warren. Tim Grunhard. Ron Hall. Ray Crockett. Lawrence Dalsey. Greg Lloyd. Mark Stefanowski. Jerry Gray. Rich Camarillo. Henry Rawling. Harry Colon. Kirk Loudermilk. And Mohammed Samsadine. Something like that. Low roller's back. I didn't see it. Okay. You have not sold anything today. No, one late last night, maybe. You sold Power Ranger. Yes, I did. One, the Green Ranger. I sold the other one. I had two of them Green Rangers. I have some other ones, but not a whole lot. Yeah, I found another Michael Jordan today. It was a refractor, one of the hologram cards. Owen Daniels, Mike Mamula, whatever, Derek Ward, Brian Blades, Treadwell, Young, Wilbur Marshall, Redskin, John Hand, Rob Moore, Nate Lewis, Bruce Armstrong, Jesse Tuggle, Cornelius Bennett, Ernie Jones, Michael Sinclair, Bruce Smith, Darryl Green, Devin Thomas, Redskins, Roydell Williams, Rob Bernas, Isaac Bruce, Kevin Curtis, Zach Miller, Lamont Jordan, Erwin Henderson, Freddie Canal, whatever, I don't know. Steve Slayton, Rudy Johnson, DJ Williams, Andre Caldwell, Greg Olson again, James Hardy, Demetrius Williams, and Steve Beastion. Anywho, guys, we're over 2 hours, and the wife wants me to run to the store for her. I got to bring the laundry down so she can start laundry. Yeah, so, and it's 2 hours. I need a break anyway. But anyway, I want to thank everyone. 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes almost. Anyway, there's an early morning sort for you. I'm going to flip the camera real quick here So you can see what I've been chipping away at. So let's see. I'm sorry about all the shakiness. So that's what we're getting down to there. The camera will hold, which it's not. Hold, 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 hold. Right there, my friend. Stay there, my friend. I can turn you. I'll turn you this way if you feel more comfortable like that. No, hold, hold. Okay, you're not feeling more comfortable like that, are you? No, you're not. There you go. How about, hold it, hold it. Tighten you up here, right? Swing you back. There we go. Tighten you back up. So there we go. So this was all built out through here and up through here. And now I chipped all that away. I emptied this dolly out and I started putting it back on there, stuff that I've already sorted. That's filling up over there. But once I get this stuff here sorted, I'll be done with this room sort. Let's put it that way. Pick this card, trash it. I'll be done with the room sort. Then I just have to straighten it out, and set things to whatever side they're going to. I do have a bunch of these little boxes. I got my binders in here that I'm going to have to move back out again. Probably take them upstairs. I have to set up a table up there. Probably the small table. So I took the tables out of the room upstairs. So I have to take this back just to stack binders on. And yeah, that's about it. We got a little more to go. But these boxes are, this is marked Hall of Famers already. This is marked basketball and hockey, some minor leagues, but I don't see minor leagues. I see Carlton Fisk, Eckersley. I see Ricky Henderson, Fisk, Glavin, Yount, Gwynn, Matt Williams, Andy Ramirez, Paul O'Neill, Eric Karros, David Cohn, Bobby Bonilla, and then some other really no-namers, but this is in here just because it's a 94 Upper Deck SPs. Yeah, so that's there because that's a set that I might be working on. Over here we've got some older basketball. This guy got some lipstick on his face. Look on his cheek. Yeah, he got his smooch from, I don't know, a clown in the audience. Who knows? Looks funny. It's supposed to be like that, obviously. He doesn't, not supposed to have that smooch, but he does. Fred Hilton. This is 1971-72, so it's 72-73 basketball season. And I got a whole row of them, looks like. No, different years. No, a whole row. About 800. Maybe not, because the in plastics are probably about 500 there. But basketball didn't come with that big of a set. So with that, we're gonna shut it down here. But we'll be back later on today. Later on this evening or something like that. I think Donald's got a live stream tonight, and I think it's tonight. I don't have my phone with me, but I think Donald Blumdahl is going live tonight, and I was going to probably join him. He's got, what's today's date? Hold on. I think he's going to 18th and 19th. Yeah, 18th and 19th. He's doing his 20 days of Christmas thingy box openings or something like that. Christmas Topps Christmas, orange card box, whatever. Anyway, that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up, all that good stuff. Let's see. We'll switch camera back. We're going to go to camera. There we go. And a Booyah Kasha there. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Thanks for tuning in, watching all that stuff. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so now. I appreciate it. Costs you nothing and all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Hey, Hunter Brush here. Anyway, mañana, everyone. Might be back later today. Depends on my mood. All right.